Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're safe, and I hope you're washing your hands and looking after yourself. So today I am coming in with just a little story time about my transformation. I know I've done a couple of like weight loss stories and weight loss journey videos, but this one is going to more so be my actual transformation, how I did it, what worked for me and what I did, and how I guess I'm living a healthy lifestyle now. A little disclaimer, this is just what worked for me, and I'm not telling anyone that they have to do the things that I did. I'm not telling anyone that they have to lose weight, nothing in that nature. I'm just literally telling my story and my opinions. And yeah, so let's get into the video. Now, if you see me looking down, it's because I just wrote some stuff down in my book, because so the two photos that you see, one was actually taken August 2017, and then the second photo is from a couple of days ago. Now, so the first photo, so August 17 of 2017, so back then I wouldn't say unhappy, but I had a lot of kind of like anxiety, and I mean, I can't really describe, I guess, over what, but I just mentally I didn't ever feel really happy. And I guess at the end of the day, you can never just be like 100% happy all day every day. Like, it's life, you have bad days and good days, but I don't know, something wasn't there 100%. And back then I was doing a lot of HIIT classes. I was trying to eat as healthy as possible. I didn't have any really, like, I didn't have any binge eating behaviors during this time, but I still did obviously feel guilty sometimes. I did try and do the keto diet. I only lasted one meal. I just love carbs. Like, we all need carbohydrates at the end of the day. I'm sorry. I did calorie counting a couple of times, and I think I lasted the longest, probably like 5 days. I did the whole, I'll try and eat healthy as much as possible, and then I'll have one big ass cheat meal on the weekend. And there were days where and it wasn't like a binge session, so there is a difference between, like, you know, your actions and your thoughts when you're binging compared to when you're just trying to have a big overeating session. Anyways, it would be like a big pizza. I'm talking like king size pizza, where I would eat half of it, and that's really big, like very big, and not good to consume that much. I also what else did I do? I think that was yeah, I did a lot of HIIT classes. I even did double HIIT classes as well, where I would literally do 2 in a row, like 2 45-minute HIIT classes. And I'm talking, if you know what F45 is, that's what I did. And the cardio ones, I did those back to back. And like I said, I was trying to eat really healthy. Would have like that cheat meal, or I would try and count calories. When I did the calorie counting, I wasn't like trying to under eat. I think my goal was like 1700 a day anyway. But I just found that so hard. Like, there's some things, like, you know, if you go out and you buy some sort of focaccia, like, what are you, like, do you know, like, every single ingredient that you're gonna try and count and estimate? And I was just like I can't live like this, counting these numbers. Like, there's no point. So yeah, I was just going like up and down, and like I hated working out, and then I loved it. But I'm not gonna say how much I weighed, just because I just don't think that's just not important. But my body fat was 33%, and in other videos where I mentioned that, a lot of people didn't believe me, which I don't know why, because I do actually have like the graph where it says all my measurements, and I did have it done twice, where 8 weeks later, after this 8-week challenge, it was literally like 31. So yeah, that was quite high, and I was bigger as well. And there's nothing wrong with like any body types, by the way. I didn't feel healthy. I felt like I didn't really have much energy. I felt anxious and sad a lot of the time. And during this time, I was finishing off my university degree, and I actually did a systematic review on, I can't remember the exact title, but it was basically like junk food and depression. And even though there wasn't like a clear answer, but there were findings that a diet very high in fat, like saturated fat, like junk food and all that, can play a role in depression and anxiety. So yeah, that's what, you know, like I said, like I just wasn't, even though I was trying to eat very healthy, I don't think my lifestyle overall was healthy, because your mental state, your stress, your sleeping and all of that does play a big role in your fitness journey. So obviously constantly stressing out about trying to work out or trying to count calories, or oh, I have to have that cheat meal, or now I can't eat another cheat meal until the next weekend, like that's just not healthy. So that was, yeah, just like a very weird year, like very, very weird. So now my second photo, which I took a couple of days ago, very, very different, like not just physically but mentally as well. So last year, June 2019, like I said in other videos, I told myself I'm just going to start running. Like my boyfriend always told me, like, you should run, it's the best thing for you mentally and physically, and I was like, nah, like I hate it, like what's running gonna do? And you'd be surprised how it actually trains every single part of your body, and how much energy you burn, and how good mentally it helps you feel. Like I am a full-on advocate for running now. Like running, no matter who you are, running is good for you. Like that's just like that one exercise that is good for everyone. Anyways, June last year I decided to start running a little bit because I wanted to get fit for my surgery that I was having. So I ran for a month. So I started off like doing 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I decided to count the kilometers. So I think in that 1 month I went from not being able to even do 100 meters to running 7 or 8 kilometers by the end of that month. And it was mainly on a treadmill. Had my surgery, obviously didn't work out anything for about 6 weeks, went back to running, and I became pretty addicted to it. Like I felt amazing after every single run, but it was hard. Like don't get me wrong, it was really hard, and there were some days that my body just, I felt like my legs were like tree trunks and they just wouldn't move. But every time I finished that run, I just felt so amazing. I did get to that point where I became too obsessed with it, and I felt like I had to do it in order to be able to eat what I want, because during this time I completely threw out any kind of diet or style of eating out of my mind. I just decided I'm just gonna eat normal, healthy. So if I'm craving a chocolate bar, I'll have a chocolate bar. If, you know, like no calories, no nothing. But because I already have that kind of knowledge of calories, because I used to be obsessed with it, I would say I was eating about 2,000, give or take, sometimes higher, 2,200 calories a day. But I didn't care. And I remember there was that 1 week where we ate pizza maybe twice, or like almost 3 times, I'd say so, because I was like eating out a lot with friends. But I didn't care, I didn't feel guilty, because I was running a lot and I was burning a lot of energy. So that's where my obsession with running turned into this thing I hated, because I thought to myself, oh, I just have to keep doing this to be able to eat whatever I want. So I went down that spiral of hating it, and after a while I didn't even want to do it anymore because it was like a chore. So I stopped for a little bit, I think here and there, and then I obviously, my progress and my ability to run far just went downhill. And then yeah, I just I don't know what I was even doing then during that time. So around now let's go to summertime, so December, like December of last year. I got back into running and it was hot, very hot, and I started running outside as well. So I'd even go for like a 5-6k run when it was 35 degrees. I don't know if it's a smart thing to do. It was hard, very, very hard. And I started to enjoy it again because I decided that I'm just going to continue running because mentally it made me feel really, really good. And I wanted to potentially do a half marathon and then eventually a full marathon. Obviously now, due to current things going on, that's not going to happen this year most likely. So obviously maybe that's a 2021 goal. And in terms of my eating during June last year, basically up until December and then up until now, I'm almost, without realizing, I kind of started following that whole 80-20 thing where you're mainly eating healthy and then you just occasionally have something that's, you know, unhealthy. So, and I never had like a time frame for it. I didn't say, oh, only on Sunday can I eat Hungry Jack's or whatever. I just have it randomly whenever, and I did my best during this time to make sure that I don't feel guilty, that food is food at the end of the day. I do believe you should be trying to eat healthy just because you need micronutrients as well, but who cares if a couple of times a week you have a couple of biscuits or chocolate or whatever. Like it really doesn't matter. So yeah, with the whole running and stuff, my body just started to change like crazy. In 1 month of running, my body changed more than 3 months of doing HIIT classes. And during these HIIT classes, where I did double HIIT classes and where I tried to eat so lean, that didn't tone me, that didn't drop my body fat as much as 1 month of running did. So with the running, once again, just saying how good this worked for me, I tried to have a goal for the week, so about 25 to 30 kilometers of running a week. So that could even be a bad day was like 3 kilometers, a good day about 10 to 13. So it has taken me a while to actually build up the ability to run further without stopping. On the treadmill I can do 13, outside I can do 10, just because outside it's so much harder with the wind, the elevation, like it's so much harder. But yeah, so I just have that weekly goal, and yeah, I feel good. I don't feel like I have to run 10 kilometers so that I can go eat out, or I mean, well, currently not now, but you know, so I can make a homemade burger and chips or eat chocolates, whatever. I just do it because I know that I'm gonna feel really, really good after it. And honestly, the last 2 months mentally, I feel, I wouldn't say like 100% no anxiety ever, but like 80% less. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that I get so tired after it that I don't even have like the ability to just think of negativity, but I just feel amazing and my confidence has increased a lot, and yeah, I've just been overall more happy. And to say, back when I was battling with my eating disorder, I always thought if I lose weight I'll be happier, and that's not the case. When I lost weight, nothing changed in my life. You've still got the same job, the same friends, the same, everything is still the same. But doing these exercises and eating mainly healthy has mentally made me happier. And when you are exercising and eating a bit better and you're eating more fruit and veg, your body will naturally change. You can't stop that. But yeah, mentally I've just, from 2017 where I was just unhappy, I didn't want to really go anywhere, I just wasn't confident in myself, I was really quiet. I still am, that's just my personality, but compared to 2017 to now, or even if you go back looking at my old videos, if you watch my like first video that I made on this channel, the way I'm talking, and I just am so different. I like go back and I just like I don't know, it just feels funny. But yeah, so that's basically my transformation. I like how I wrote everything down, and once again I felt like this video was such a babble because I can never just stick to like a timeline of events. But I do get a couple of questions sent to me on like Instagram and stuff, and you know, people asking me like, how do you, I'm not even going to say lose weight, but more so lose fat, like, because a lot of people, obviously you do put on fat from like binge eating and all of that over time, and people have asked me like, how can they get rid of this fat? And running, 100% running will, I'm not even going to say the word work, but will help every single person, like physically, mentally, everything. Run, eat a lot of vegetables. Don't obviously overdo it, like don't eat 10 different servings of vegetables a day because of the fiber, and you probably go to the toilet. But you will feel so good if you put more veggies into your meals, if you run and hydrate. I'm telling you, give it a month or two and you will see a difference like in yourself overall as a person. So yes, I hope this video made sense. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer it. Because it's already been 17 minutes, so I don't want to keep babbling about this, but that's basically my transformation from 2017 till now. Please let me know in the comments below what other videos you would like to see, even if it is like fitness, fat loss, or even binge eating based. I'm happy to, you know, make more sit down videos about this. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It will mean so much to me, and I will see you guys next time.